Right now I can hear a moose. Just dropping my boys off at school and come back and I'm like 50 yards from the start of my driveway. Giant moose. Big moose standing right in the road. Here's some tracks right here. They just come through. He stood in the road for probably 10 seconds or so while I was fumbling around trying to get my phone on and get it set to get a picture, and about that time he walked off the road. But right there he was standing in this water right here. I come up around the curve there, standing right here. Jeez, he was big. That's only the second one. I've lived here, let's see, about 5 years now, and that's only the second one I've ever seen. I'm gonna take a drive around the block. Actually, I'm right by the house here. I'll probably run home, grab a camera quick, and there's a road over across the river. I'll drive a couple of roads and see if maybe I can't see him again. I just heard him. Something bad here. He's right up ahead here. Oh, how cool was that? He just disappeared right there. And this road, I mean, I could possibly follow it up and then it kind of comes back and follows the other side of the river. And I have a pretty good idea of what general direction he's headed in, but I think I'm just gonna let him be. I'm not trying to go out here and harass him and, you know, change his behavior. It's just really cool to see. And what I did is I seen him right before I got to my driveway, standing off the road. And I ran up my driveway real quick, grabbed a camera, drove back here right at the start of this trail. This is my neighbor's property right here. And last fall, he cut a trail and took a bunch of logs out of here. And what I did is I scooted right up the trail here, up on top of the hill, because the direction he was headed was a really low, wet area. And it's just kind of a funnel, you know, to travel. And they have to follow the river. Anyway, I felt confident that he was going to come up in this direction. So I got up on top of the hill where I got a pretty good lookout and looking down into the bottoms, and sure enough, he come almost right directly at me. But it was perfect. The wind was in my face, so the wind was good, and he kind of changed direction a little bit, and we had a little standoff there for a couple minutes. He was about, I don't know, 45, 50 yards at that point. And then he kind of moved away and he come right down here. He got between me and my truck over there. And that was the last place he stood, and then he made his way over here and disappeared. But I've been seeing moose tracks. I saw them for the first time about 4 years ago, running bear baits. And ever since then, on a pretty regular basis, there's one area where I've seen a lot of moose tracks, but last year I seen them kind of spread out to a couple different areas. And my neighbor here, the one that owns this property, got some trail camera pictures and some trail camera video. Must have been about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. We had like a foot or better of snow. Yesterday it was in the 70s. The day before it was up in the 70s. Today, not quite as warm, but the snow's definitely on the way out, and it's must have the wildlife moving. I mean, yesterday morning I got up, there's a beaver swimming down the river, got a little video of him. Today I'm chasing a moose through the woods, so I saw a few turkeys down the road too this morning, so pretty cool to see the, you know, the weather change and the wildlife out and about. And there's not a huntable moose population up here, but it's nice to know that they're around. Will there ever be a good moose population? I don't really think so, but hey, it's possible. But that's not what gets me out here. It's not the, you know, a desire to kill all the wildlife. That's not what hunting is about at all. It's about, you know, preserving that heritage and that population. I mean, look at turkeys, deer, all the success stories that hunting has brought. And knowing that our revenue and our love and our passion for the outdoors is what gets us there. The people that oppose hunting, they're not going to do much for wildlife. They're gonna fight against wildlife, and they don't grasp that concept. But it's nice to get out here and see some wildlife. There we go. Here's where we just come through. Oh, there's a good track right there. Come right through here. There's a good track.